I'm your 2022 Miss Earth Korea, Mina Sue Choi. I am 23 years old, studying communications at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. I'm a proud Korean, and I hope to use my unique experiences to creatively inspire others and constantly challenge the status quo. The country I represent, Korea, is known for its rich, dynamic culture, the history of passionate fighters, and for the beautiful landscapes. The Korean peninsula is full of mountains and streams. You can even find nature's beauty in cities. Just in the heart of the city, Seoul, you can pay a visit to the nearest park, Han River, and watch the sleepless skylines. I love to ride Seoul's public bike to commute around the city of Seoul. This bike rental system was designed to resolve issues of traffic congestion by promoting alternative forms of transportation, to reduce carbon dioxide emission, and to promote the national vision, low carbon, green growth. There is a memory that places deep in my heart. One day, I remember looking up at the stars and having a moment of epiphany. It was this sudden realization of the obvious that when you look up at the night sky, we are all looking at the same exact sky and the same stars. Even when I'm in Korea or elsewhere or wherever you may be, despite the differences we share in values, culture, experiences, it is still the very same planet Earth that we live together. There's no doubt or denial in the fact that human activities and exploitations have had detrimental effects on Earth. Lives have been taken away, threatened, and now our homes will be taken away if we do not take the responsibility to better our actions. But in order to act first, we must first understand on a personal level how the issue of climate change and the environment may affect our very own lives. I believe that we share the responsibility to protect and to save our Earth, home, where our loved ones are at and where our hearts are at. I am Mina Sue Choi, and I am a woman of the Earth.
Hi, Miss Korea.
Hello.
As a communication student, how can you, in your opinion, how can we improve the way we promote environmental protection so that more people will not just listen, but actually act upon our call to action?
Okay, so I believe that, when we talk about spreading awareness about environment, a lot of times we're talking about education, but what I think we really need in a social media-based society is actually exposure on social media. And as a communication major, since I study those materials, I think it's important that I can use my platforms in order not to only inform other people, but to really influence people to be more ecological friendly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
There's a lot of wonderful examples of environmental activism from many different countries' leadership around the world. But I want to know, from which country's leadership would you advise your own country to take lessons from? What are your opinions on the other countries doing very well in this?
So there are actually so many countries I would learn from because something I think our country could really improve on is ecotourism. Korea is known for our modern culture, and we focus too much on cities and entertainment that happens in the cities, but I do really want more people to focus on ecotourism. And even in the Philippines, they have beautiful nature, and even in Japan, they have beautiful seas. And I feel like Korea could improve those areas because there's a lot more of Korea to be appreciated, which isn't only the cities, but also the nature and and the Mother Earth. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very interesting to hear about your advocacy of decarbonizing, reducing the carbon footprint of the urban city environment. What would be your top 3 strategies to do that, either technology or behavioral change?
So when we talk about decreasing carbon emissions, something Korea is doing at the moment in terms of technology, I believe, is hydrogen-powered cars and electric cars. Korea is one of the leading countries in researching these areas. And secondly, is something that is accessible for any human being, which is riding a bike. And this sounds like a silly idea, but in the heart of the city, there's something called a bike rental system. And I've been seeing it in many cities, but people have been using these bikes to commute around the city and just decreasing congestions and promoting that lifestyles really will help reduce carbon emission that happens.
Thank you.
And there certainly is quite a lot to write in the world right now. And maybe our next contestant has the answer. Maybe she can uncover it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Korea. Hi, Korea. Okay, Korea, same question for you. What is one thing you would like to right in this world, as in correct, and how would you correct it?
Could you repeat the question?
What is one thing you would want to correct in the world, and how would you correct it?
If there's something I would correct in this world, it would be being empathetic. We often mistake kindness as being empathetic, but what being empathetic is really putting yourself in someone else's shoes. And when it comes to climate issues and other issues in this world, one has to be empathetic. You need to really see how the other person perceives this world. You need to understand their pain by being in their shoes. And that, I feel like, differs from being empathetic. Kindness and empathetic can be different. And if I get the chance to really define it differently, that's how I would define it in the dictionary. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Korea. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies, please take center stage as you are now. I have to make this very clear. I will be announcing Miss Earth 2022 first, which means the remaining delegate will take their title of Miss Earth Air. Once again, in my hand is Miss Earth 2022. Any last minute guesses? Keep it up, let's go! Miss Earth 2022